Hump Day. How are you all? Obviously, I've got the Queen of the North, Shaz, with me. So, yeah, tonight, I thought we could do the topic of the future of basically, well, it is live selling, the future for resellers, basically. So, I thought we would pick that all apart. But before we do, Shaz, what have you been up to this week? Tell us about your week.
I've been doing a lot of sourcing, and up until last night, not a lot of selling. I don't know what was up with eBay. Monday, I had no sales day, which, well, I'm like, oh my God, what's happening here? No sales. And then up until about 7 o'clock last night, I only did one sale, and that was for about 22 quid for a pair of shoes. But then after that, I put a bit of a whinge on Instagram. And then after that, oh my God, my phone never just like stopped ka-chinging. So this morning it was like, oh my God, I woke up to a load of sales this morning, which were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I was busy packing all those up. And then throughout today, my phone's just been ka-chinging again. So yeah, so I don't know. I was saying to you backstage, I thought, I wonder if anybody from eBay actually, do you know, like when you actually mention eBay in your comments on like social media, I wonder if it pings it up to somebody who's dealing with social media within eBay, and and it's just me like overthinking things, and I'm thinking, I wonder if somebody saw it from eBay and thought, oh my God, we've been tweaking it this week, we forgot to switch back on for her. So but since I put that bit of a whinge on last night, it's gone absolutely mental. No, which is brilliant. Yeah.
That's good. I literally didn't sell anything last week. I've hardly sold anything so far this week, but obviously my eBay weeks I count Tuesday to Tuesday, so it is only Wednesday. I've listed about 6 new items today. And I think probably why I haven't had many sales, because like I said, I worked 5 days last week, so I I was just doing sell similars, and I think I even had one day where I didn't even look at eBay at all. And actually, when I got home from work, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I hadn't looked at my phone at all, and I had like 15 offers to send out.
Okay.
So for some reason on the app, I don't know whether it was a bit glitchy, but I kept clicking on the app to send an offer, and it kept saying there is no offer, cancel, try again. So I thought, right, I'm going to go on the desktop, and they were all there. So I just sent just a blanket like 10% off on it.
Yeah. Did you get any takers?
No, not yet.
Mm.
But we'll see. But I'll show you, I've got a little vintage haul. So this is the stuff I've been listing today. So I've got a Fred Perry t-shirt.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I paid a couple of pounds for that. Fubu, which is like kind of 90s hip hop vibe. It was quite popular like in the 90s, that brand. What's this? Napa Pidgery, which I always struggle to say.
I've never heard of that.
It's a bit like the North Face and Raab. It's that kind of brand, really.
All right, okay.
Like an outdoorsy type brand.
Yeah.
I've got just a plain black starter fleece, which is vintage. It is just plain. It's just a plain back quarter zip.
Yeah. Good old quarter zips. You can't go wrong with them.
No. And I've got this really nice A6 running jacket. And it's got like a hidden hood underneath there as well.
Yeah, like that's nice.
Windbreakery one.
Yeah. Did you get all those off Vinted then?
So the first lot I did, the starter fleece and the A6 was from Whatnot, from Carl. He is treasure capsule vintage. And these was a bit of a retail arbitrage job. They're Hugo Boss jeans. They're cropped. Brand new with tags. Obviously, also got the tags on and everything.
Yeah.
And they've got an RRP of £159. and I picked them up for £15.
Oh,
So I've put them on for 100 to start with. But might as well go higher with them because they're totally new.
very nice.
They're like
Where
that.
did you get those from then?
These I actually got from Sports Direct.
You're joking.
No.
For 15 quid?
Yeah. They
Oh
were
God.
they were on like a 90% off sale for like a 1 day only thing, and Adam sent me the link. So Adam bought a few pairs. I just got one just to try them out, and I didn't have loads of money anyway.
Yeah.
So I can't speak. So I just got one just to try it, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's brilliant.
I thought, well, if they've got a retail of 159, I'll start them at like 100. But
yeah,
we shall see. But they're like that crop style, so they'll go good, say, with like, like pulled up white socks and like a pair of Vans on, or something like that kind of skatery style, really.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't listed this one yet, but I've got this one come through today, which is another Fred Perry one.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
I've got to do that one Friday.
It's really made a comeback, hasn't it, Fred Perry?
Yeah. So I'll do that one Friday. But that's my little vintage haul. And I've still got £44 to spend.
Very good. Very good.
So I have to look at some other things.
Yeah. One of the things what I sold last night, it's only been listed since I think it was Saturday. Our local Salvation Army shop, they've got a Facebook page, so they keep putting like little things on, just to tempt you. And if you like what you see, just message them, and they will hold it, but only for that day. They'll not hold it any longer. If anybody comes in, if they don't pick it up, somebody else goes in. It's tough. Which, to be fair, you can't blame them. Anyway, so they put this picture on Facebook. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I'll fetch it up anyway. And it was for some Playmobil, right? Anyway, but I don't know if you can see, but down in this corner, down here on this bottom picture, there's a tiny little Pink Panther.
Oh, yeah.
So I weren't looking at the play, but I just spotted that Pink Panther. Anyway, so I messaged him. I said, so have you still got that Pink Panther outside of this Playmobil set? And said, yeah, it's £5. I said, right, I'm coming down for it now. Anyway, I went down for it, and that sold last night for £19 plus postage. And I thought, it's strange how you come across things, accidental. Because if that weren't in the picture, I wouldn't have even known about that. I know it's not a massive sale, but I made, I think just short of 10 quid profit.
Yeah.
And my target is trying to get as many items, £10 profit. So that were good. And I also bought some Timberland boots last week off Vinted, and I paid 14 quid. And honest to God, the look mint. They've got just a few. The soles were a little bit dirty, so I had to get a knife out, and then scrubbing brush and what have you, and clean them up. And then there were a few tiny, very faint marks. And there were that. Is it called wheat? The colour. It's like a tan colour. Yeah. Anyway, so I've got a soft suede brush, and I brushed it out as much as I can. It's still there, but not as prominent. Anyway, I sold those last night for 45 quid. So I made £20 profit on that. So I was absolutely chuffed. So now, like every half an hour, I'm like going on Vinted, and going on my same search.
I'll tell you what. Once I start looking on Vinted for things, I can't stop.
It's so addictive.
Oh God, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's so addictive. I mean, I just always put in the price between £1 to £5 because that's all I want to pay for anything. Obviously, some things would be less, but oh God, it's just so addictive. Just scrolling through it and finding things, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. Oh.
So I'm just going to jump in the chat quick, just say hello, and then
let's see who's in.
Start talking about live selling. So if anyone's got, while I'm going down the chat, if anyone wants to put any questions about live selling in the chat or what they think about it, then do. We've got Secret Catherine. Hello. Hi, Rich.
Hello.
Hi, Jenny. Limelight.
Hi, Limelight.
Adam's in. Hello.
Hi, Adam.
Limelight. I've just been watching Planet Passy's video about being banned from a charity shop. I'm gonna have to find that. I've never heard of that, Planet Passy.
Wow. What you got to do to get banned from a charity shop?
Yeah. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
And we've got Lindsay and Alvin in. Hello.
Hi, Lindsay and Alvin.
Lisa says, well done, Sharon.
Thank you.
Maybe sales are good today because it's payday for many. Yeah, and it is like a really long month, in it, January.
Yeah.
And we got Lin in. Hello, Lin.
Hi, Lin.
And we've also got Phil's Crafting Shed. Hi, Phil.
Hello.
And we've got Rich in. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
Pat Walker also in. Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pat.
I love how like Rich and his mum end up in like the same streams. It's like, hi, Rich. Hi, Mum. Yes, me every time. Planet Passy sells clothes and shoes mainly based in Devon. Oh, okay, so English then. He was banned as they saw his video and didn't like how much he marks the stuff up.
It's nothing to do with him, what he does after he's bought it. And if they're happy with the price that is paid, what is the problem?
Yeah, and once he's bought it, that's his property then, isn't it? He can do what he wants with it.
Yeah.
That's mad. But also, charity shops mark things up all the time anyway. They're more like resellers now themselves.
Yeah, they're always looking on eBay, aren't they? But the thing is, when they're looking on eBay, they just look at the listed. They don't actually look at how much things are being, if they're selling on eBay and how much they're going for. All they're looking at is the highest price what's listed. And they think, oh, yeah, we can get that for that. But it's not always the case, is it? Oh, but I don't know. I think they might have shot themselves in the foot there by banning him.
Yeah.
Well, they've lost the customer at the end of the day, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and also, negative news travels a lot faster than positive news, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you've got like a panel or anything like that.
Yeah. All the charity shops that I go in, no, I resell. I've never lied to them. I've always been up front. I went up front at first. I were a bit like, oh, I don't tell them, you know. But yeah, absolutely fine. I mean, I've been into one today called Bryony's, and she's lovely. It's not a national one, you know. It's a independent charity shop. Yeah. And she was saying, you know, if you pick up, I don't know, plenty of stuff in my shop, and you spend about 50, 60 quid, I'll always do a deal with you. Don't worry about it. You know, it's helping me get money in for the charity. Yeah. And it's also helping you with your margins.
Yeah, and that's how it should be, isn't it? Like charity shops are there to support the community and
yeah, exactly.
So live selling then. Does anyone in the chat already do live selling? Let us know. How do you sort of feel about live selling, Shaz?
I don't. I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave enough. Oh,
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like for some people, like some people don't want to stand on a camera and do live selling, do they? But like I do. I think Poshmark, obviously that was my first experience of live selling. You could do silent shows as well, where the item just came up and it was live and you could bid live. So you didn't actually have to be on a camera or say anything.
Yeah.
Which was quite good, but it doesn't really seem to have that option anywhere else. But yeah, I mean, it won't be for everyone. I mean, I personally, I really enjoy live selling. And I do think it is going to become much more part of like the norm.
Mm.
I don't think. What do you think?
I think moving forward, yeah, definitely. Live selling, I think, is going to be, quite prominent in the reselling community.
Yeah.
But from my personal point of view, I need to watch more live selling to see, just to get a feel of what you're supposed to do, how you, I don't know, communicate with your audience, describing your goods.
Yeah.
I've never done it. And I'll be like, oh my god, I'm scared. And what if I freeze and I get stage fright and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm going to make myself look a right tit, So it's like, oh god, I don't know if I've got the confidence to do it, but I've got something down here right now.
Yeah.
I've left it there because I wanted to ask you and I wanted to ask everybody in the chat for some advice on what to do. But okay.
Go on then.
Hang on. See, you're not supposed to laugh either. You're supposed to be serious. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anyway, here we have. Okay. Here we have a beautiful antler. It's not a suitcase, it's like a travel bag, but it's a multi-purpose travel bag. It's got lots of pockets. It's got a lovely pocket there where you can put your laptop. Then it's got a zip compartment where you can put some clothes, so it's ideal for the weekend. And it's got some clips so you can hold your clothes down, blah, blah, blah. Lots of side pockets. It's got a little purse inside as well. It's got little pockets there. Beautiful. It's a multi-purpose antler bag. I nearly forgot what it was, then I'm going to call it an atlas. But it bloody stinks. It smells of damp, and I do not know what to do. It's lovely. It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
But I bought it from Car Boot on a penny fiver. I unzipped it when I got home to have a look, see what compartments it's got, and it smells of damp.
I just chopped up a body and put it in there.
I don't know. Who knows? Whether it's been stored in a shed and mice have gone in and died in it. Before we took it to Car Boot, they unzipped it and shook the dead mice out. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if I Febrezed it last night, I put it in front of it. It's not wet. It don't feel damp.
No, it's just got that smell to it.
Yeah, I sprayed it well with Febreze last night. I opened all things. I stood it up outside at radiator, but it still stinks. So if anybody can give me any advice on what to do, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, that's the end of my pitch.
I don't really know apart from sort of Febrezing it really, which you've done.
Yeah.
But so I'm not really sure. But that was a wonderful tip, Shaz, and you should do live selling because that was a wonderful little of your antler bag. I know all about it.
Yeah, but you don't know the size or, anyway.
You can put that in the title or description, but
oh dear.
But yeah, so if anyone does know how to get damp out, then let Shaz know.
Please.
But yeah, I think because eBay are also trialing live selling in America at the moment. And
so it's coming then.
Yeah, and they're just doing I think it's just like a group of sellers that they've chosen to do it with.
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling like eBay would have to do it different to other platforms. I'd imagine it would be some sort of clunkiness to it. There'll be some sort of problem with it. But I do think that live selling is going to take over auctions because you can get stuff just as cheap by doing a live sale, and it's just more interactive, with your buyer. It's pretty much like when you do a YouTube live, really, only you're showing stuff at the same time. Like people chat
Yeah.
to you away as well.
Yeah. So how does it work then? So for instance, if I was watching you,
Yeah,
and you were showcasing
yeah.
a shirt or whatever, and I thought, oh, I like that. Do I go in comments and say, can I bid, I don't know, £5, or is there actually a bid button,
Yeah, there's a
for
bid
people
button.
to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bid button. You slide it across. But one mistake I made with Whatnot is I actually paid £3 for something instead of £2 because I didn't realise I'd just bid against myself. Because it doesn't stop you from still sliding it over. So it started at £1. I bid the pound, and then I think I bid someone else bid, so I bid like the £2, and then it came up saying bid £3. So I thought, oh well, they bloody bid me, haven't they? So I slid it over, but no, it was just me. So I paid extra, and I think that's the only thing with it is it doesn't really stop you from bidding against yourself. It's not always like that clear, but now I know that once I've bid it across,
Yeah.
that £3 was I think for like the next bid, what you'd have to bid or something. Not like it wasn't that was what the bid was at. So I was like, well, I'm bidding it again.
Yeah. So is it a bit like an auction room then? So if somebody bids £1, the auctioneer will then say, who's going to give me £2? Is that what that slide is?
Yeah, you can do that. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
I'll do that if I want something to go a bit more. I'd be like, well, there's only 10 seconds. Who's going to give me another bid or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
and how long is each item in the bidding room for? Or
you can do up to 2 minutes. I always do 30 seconds. But there is a feature on it called sudden death, which I think does 10 seconds. So you can just sudden death it. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's not a lot of. Well, I'd be like panicking, me thinking, "Oh my God, 10 seconds, woo!" But it doesn't give enough chance, I don't think, at 10 seconds for somebody else to be outbid, and potentially you'll get more then, don't you? If somebody gets outbid, but 10 seconds, it's like, oh Jesus.
I think if you've got like more of an expensive item on that maybe you've set at like £80, and you're just doing like a sudden death to get those quick bids on. Maybe like something like that, perhaps. But just for like average items, I wouldn't sudden death it. Really.
And do the buyers know how much the postage before they start bidding?
Yeah, at the bottom it will say shipping plus taxes, say £2.24 or something like that.
Yeah. Can you use your own courier, or do you have to use Whatnot?
Whatnot choose that, and the buyer doesn't get to choose it either. So I find though, if I've sold say 5 or 6 items to one person, obviously that all goes in a bundle. I find the larger parcels seem to go with DPD, and all the rest seem to go with Every.
Oh right, okay. Mm-hmm.
But that's how it sort of worked for me. I haven't used anyone other than DPD or Every.
Yeah.
And I've had
a
couple of sales from my shop on Whatnot as well, and they've just gone with Every as well.
Yeah.
But
very good.
Yeah, I don't think it'll replace standard listing as such, but I definitely think it will phase out just eBay auctions on its own.
Yeah.
I think
it will. It's not often I use the auction, to be fair. No. I'll use it if I want to clear some stuff out and get shown. Yeah. 99p auctions or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I think you're probably right there. The live auctions will eventually just like take over, the normal auctions.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be either one or the other, won't it? It'll either be live auction or buy it now.
Because I don't use the auctions on eBay at all. And I think like eBay did go through a stage where they were trying to push people to do auctions more, weren't they? But I just don't do it really. I just have everything as buy it now.
Yeah, I do.
Lisa says, Google says washing your bag with white vinegar, sponging your bag with white vinegar using baking soda.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm sure I've heard of leaving tumble dryer sheets in it.
Oh, that might smell better than the vinegar.
It might do, yeah.
Yeah,
But whether it would work on that bag, I'm not too sure. We could always try it and just zip it up, couldn't you?
yeah,
See what
yeah,
happens.
yeah. Obviously, I've not listed it yet, so I'm not under any time restraint, you know.
No, yeah. Might just need leaving outside on a sunny day.
Yeah,
Linden also says fabric sheets, ones that go in the tumble dryer. So that might be a good one to try first.
yeah.
Jeff likes to outbid himself on what not to. I'm glad it's not just me who's done it. 10 more seconds get added to the clock if a person puts in a bid in the last few seconds. Yeah, I thought I'd noticed that too, actually.
Yeah, so they've got chance then to come back with a counter bid,
Yeah.
the bid.
I
Yeah,
thought
into a bidding war.
But when you're doing it, you're so in the zone. I thought perhaps it was on 10 seconds and there was still 10 to go or something. Like you don't always kind of realise what's going on around you, sort of thing. Lindsay says also the more you buy, the shipping gets cheaper. That's good. I just use auctions to clear stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I suppose really my clearing stuff now is live auctions. That's what I do really. Hello, Kathy. Happy Wednesday. We're talking about smelly stuff. Yes, the tumble dryer sheets. Yeah, Sharon's got a bag that just smells of damp, and she can't get it out. So we were trying to get some ways of getting it out.
Right, I'll ask.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to try the tumble dry sheets. I think see if I can get shut of that smell.
Our local auction houses have stopped doing live auctions as they weren't making enough money. They've gone online. I do think that live selling as well, I do think having a following is a huge help. And I do think that you do sort of need a following because you do need to bring people over to it, which maybe the auction house didn't have. Because obviously, if they're doing it themselves on their, say, their own website, they've got to draw people into that website, haven't they? So I can kind of see why they weren't doing it or weren't making enough money. But you know, if you want to start something, say like at £1, and you still want to get 15 for it, you need like about 100 people in your show, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do need to have a good following on that platform and on social media as well, because you've got to be able to bring people over to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is why, you know, some people make more than others. I mean, lots of people say, oh, it doesn't matter, but it does matter. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, end of the day, if you've not got a following or you've not got a lot of people following you, then your audience is going to be much smaller than,
you
know, somebody who's got, I don't know, 3,000 subscribers. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I think that is one of the cons of live selling, is that you do need to be able to build an audience elsewhere if you want to sell lots of stuff.
Yeah.
If it does go cheaper, if you want to be making, you know, a good amount each time you do it, you do need an audience. And And speaking of audiences, I have a live show and whatnot on the 5th of February at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're around at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday the 5th of February, then come into my whatnot auction. So yeah, I think that's live selling really. I definitely think it is part of the future. Absolutely. I don't think it's going anywhere. I mean, it's popular and it's addictive to buy with as well, because you can get things, pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And it's addictive for the seller because you get rid of loads of stuff as well.
Yeah. Well, so when you were starting your auctions then, Sophie, did you start them at 99 pence, or
I
does it
did
depend on what the item is? Did you start it a little bit higher?
when I was on doing like just normal auctions on eBay, then I'd always start them at 99p.
Yeah.
The minimum start on whatnot is £1.
Yeah.
And depending on what it is, I tend to start anywhere between £1 to £5. Like I had like a Columbia fleece, so I started that at £5, which I think was what I paid for it. It was something that was a bit sticky for me. It wasn't going to go in. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, if I can get what I paid for it roughly, even if it's just £5, obviously I'll make a little loss. But But
But I
what
think, yeah,
were you going to say, Chaz?
I should imagine if you made a little loss on that one item, the other things that you were selling, if you made a profit, then that's going to kind of like balance that out. Yeah.
Yeah, because some of the other things, I obviously would have bought other things with those items. So like it could be that actually I made profit and covered what I bought anyway off say one or two items, and then the other bits were just a bit sticky or whatever. But whatnot fees are very good. I think they're only 10% and 2.9% transaction fee. So like I sold a Carhartt cap for £19, and I took home £16.19 after the fees and the shipping, which is
that's really good.
really.
Yeah.
So if I can get more stuff to go out from my whatnot shop, then I will, because it's got the cheapest fee basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you say as well that if you do have a shop on there, that there's no subscription?
Yeah, no subscription on the shop. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
that is good. That makes a bit of difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And do you get? And I know it's not been over here that long, but have they opened it up to say, Europe or rest of the world audiences, or is it purely UK?
It's UK only. So on whatnot, you can only sell UK to UK. Same as like in the US, because it was in America first. You can only sell US to US, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, they were really busy on auction days. The market changed. It does work. I got a Ted Baker leather bag from Cancer Research, and that was the same. Stunk. Use those and no more smell. I also popped some of those scented balls that go in before washing. Yeah,
good idea. Yeah. I'm going to try that before the vinegar option, I think. Yes. I've got some tumble dry sheets in my porch, and I've got some of them little balls.
Yeah. Do that first then, if you've got them already anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to stick them in tonight and see how it goes in the morning.
Wrap them in a pop sock.
Lindsay
said. Lindsay said, I think on whatnot you can sell abroad. Jeff has bought stuff from Chris. Oh, so you can.
Oh,
did not know that.
Okay.
Good. I didn't actually know that. Amazing.
I wonder if they've got a similar scheme to like GSP then. This Colin's going down nice.
I don't know how the shipping works with it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think at the minute, I think just concentrate on UK audience, I think, and shipping.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I keep saying it time and time again. I need to be a little bit braver, move out of my comfort zone, try something different. Yeah, but I think where things are moving forward, I'm just gonna have to take the plunge, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because now we've sort of set a date, haven't we, for me to come to you?
Yes, I can't wait. It's gonna be right fun.
So I'm keeping from the 26th of March free
Yeah.
because I've only got one shift booked that week anyway. So I thought, well, I might as well just keep that bit free now.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I could bring up some stuff and then I could do a whatnot show from yours. And then you could just show the odd item and then run away.
Yeah. It's a shirt. I'm going now.
And then,
Yeah, that'd be really good because it'll give me, I think, a better insight on what you're supposed to do behind the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to watch that one. Did you say on the 5th?
5th, yeah, 5th at 2:00 in the afternoon.
2:00. Send me a reminder though, so I don't forget.
Yeah, I've got it on my stories. And what you can do is save the show as well. So if you click save show on my stories, it will take you to whatnot, and you can press to bookmark it as well.
Right. Okay.
So then you'll be notified with the show too from whatnot as well.
Yeah. Sound.
But yeah, so it does take time as well to do live selling. To be fair, because you've got to dig out what you're gonna sell. So obviously I've got to go on my eBay and I'll look for things that maybe I've had a little while or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've got to go through all my boxes and get them all out and things. And then I've got to get the pictures from my eBay and put them onto the whatnot to make the listing for the auction. So it does take time. But I think that's the way, though.
I was thinking that you had to like hold the things up and talk about
it. You do, but to be able to actually start the auction, you've got to have it like listed in your auction like list.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
But I think there is a way where you can just do like item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, whatever.
That might be a bit boring though for the audience. Yeah, that they might get a little bit fed up with that.
Well, the thing is as well, like if I click on someone's show and I can't actually see what they're selling like in their inventory, I may not watch that show because I can't see straight away what's available.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I do. I don't know if that's what everyone else does, like if that's everyone else's kind of way that their brain works as well. So I like to show my inventory. So when people click on my show before, they can look through and they can see what is going to be available on that.
Yeah. That's basically like it's a like auction lots, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so if you're going on a online auction, you can have a look at, what lots they've got. Yeah. I know I'm sounding a bit thick and a bit like, but yeah, I get where you're coming from with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like to see what potentially I could be bidding on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's quicker to not do the photos and things, but then if I look at people's shows and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll watch a show later, or maybe I think, oh, I've got some money to spend, I'm going to see what shows are on, try and get something. If I'm looking for a show and I can't see what you're selling, then I tend to go to another one where I can see what's on offer. So then I can say, oh, could you run that one for me, please? Could you run that for me? So, yeah, that's how my brain works, but I don't know whether that's how other people's brain works.
All brains work differently, don't they? But
yeah,
I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Lindsay and I will say you can use our link to sign up if you want, Shaz.
Yeah, to be fair, I already have, but I think I've let the you know the free credit what you get?
Yeah.
I think I've let it run out because I've not. I've signed up under
Yeah.
Lindsay and Alvin's code, but I think you've only got a certain time limit to use this credit, and I think I've let it expire. Sorry.
Mr. Z bought from his whatnot, and it had to be posted. We got paid. Or have I missed a bit here? Yeah, I think I have. I think the problem with selling abroad is the shipping. You only get paid out when it's delivered. We couldn't collect from Z's shop as he wouldn't then get paid out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I've had a couple of things like that. I mean, like when I was on my Poshmark, there's actually someone who was like close to me, like in the same town, who bought something, and was like, "Oh, could you just deliver it?" And I said, "Well, I can't because I have to ship it because that's the way you get paid by proving that you sent it, and it's all got to be like tracked through."
Yeah.
And then if you did it privately as well, just gave it to them. If they then want a refund, you've got no way of kind of doing it because you won't get that money either. Like you're forced to go through like the proper channels basically, even if they live like down the road from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carboot Chris does it via a wall, so you bid on the item you want. Then if you win, you pick the number on the wall. I haven't actually watched any of Chris's shows yet.
Oh.
Well, he's quite often on a Wednesday when I'm doing Wednesday Night Live. Can you return an item you bought and whatnot? Yeah, you can return and get refunds as well. Yeah.
Has it got to go through a proper returns process? You know, like with eBay, they open a return.
Yeah. They've got like their own like returns and refund like process.
Yeah. And does a buyer pay for that return, or does it depend on what the reason is why they're returning it?
I haven't had any returns or refunds on it yet, and I'm hoping, touch wood, I won't. But yeah, I actually don't know. Ricky and John Luke don't put photos up beforehand. Yeah, I think it's quicker to not put photos up, but like for me, thinking like as a buyer, I like to know what's on offer because
what's coming up, and what can be done.
My time in a show when there's nothing there that I want to buy when I could have been in another show buying things.
Yeah,
like for me. But yeah. So, what's our plans then, Shaz? When I come down, are we going Preloved?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we're going to Preloved headquarters.
Yeah.
And from there, we can also do another couple of charity shops on the way back because they are en route.
Yeah.
I know you want to see a little bit of open countryside.
Yeah, I want to see a bit of Yorkshire Dales.
So we're going to go to Wentworth. There's no charity shop in Wentworth, but there is an emporium. And it's interesting looking round. To be fair, I've looked round and I've never bought anything. But it's lovely, you know, because people have got their own cabinets and they're selling their own stuff in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice, and you can find some very unique little items, old worldly items, but not really for resale. But if you wanted something for yourself, you could have a look in there. But it's all like old vintage and retro things. Yeah, it's really good actually. So we're going to go to Wentworth, and we'll probably have some lunch at Wentworth as well. But there they've got a massive big park, and it's all, you know, I don't even know how many acres, but it's huge. But they've got like, you know, deer, and they've got cows, and you know, it's beautiful. Wentworth Woodhouse it's absolutely beautiful. I know you said that you'd like to go to the Dales, but Dales is like miles away from
it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I just thought, well, you live in Yorkshire, so you must live in a Dale.
No, no. I live in Rotherham. Oh, but yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing so far. Yeah. And then I'm going to. You what?
We
Sorry.
go to your local pub as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're gonna go up there. You're gonna meet my friends up there. Have a game of pool, game of darts if you want, a few bevies. Yeah. It's there's some good banter up in my local pub. I'll tell you now. So just get ready. Just prepare yourself. Oh, but it's going to be good fun. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I want to take you as well to the local independent little charity shops what we've got in the area as well.
Yeah.
Honest to God, do you know, like, when I see, some of the prices, what people are paying from charity shops, and I think, oh my God, that's so expensive, So I can't wait, just bring plenty in. That's all I'm saying, because you can get some right bargains.
Well, I'm gonna make sure that try and do more shifts, so then I've got lots of money to bring up with me as well.
Yeah.
And hopefully as well get lots of sales, so then I can obviously reinvest that money in more stock.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. But it's going to be good fun. Yeah. Absolutely good fun. Oh, yeah. We're gonna have a good crack, lass. Put it that
way. It will be like another wacky weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. Up in Yorkshire.
I've never been to Yorkshire. Well, I have been up north. I've been to Manchester, but that's as far north as I've been.
Yeah.
I've never been anywhere else, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Manchester is to the west of where I live. Yeah, to the west. Yeah, you've got to either go down the M62 to get to Manchester or over the Woodhead. And I think we've had this conversation before, haven't we? About where Dave lived.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, Woodhead, scenery over at Woodhead is absolutely stunning, but there's nothing to do on Woodhead. You can't really stop either, it's like once you get on Woodhead, you've just got to keep going.
It's only 2.5 hours as well. That's not bad. It's via M42 and M1 from me to Rotherham.
Yeah.
So that's actually not bad.
Yeah. That's good.
Where's Dave then? Is he west side?
He's Dave, if I say this wrong, please forgive me. I think he lives in Lancashire, which is
east side.
It's the west side again. Yeah. It's not Manchester way, but it's around that neck of woods. I think. If he's watching this now, he'll be like business and laughing. Oh dear.
Message him and tell him that I'm gonna be in the north.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You can come find us.
Yeah. But I don't think you'll like it at Preloved. Yeah, definitely. Because it's your favourite Preloved clothing wholesaler anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
But because you can actually go around and pick your own items, I can't remember now though how much it is per kilo. I've not been for a good few weeks anyway, but yeah. So I think we'll be there for like a good couple of hours, definitely.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, it's not a huge place, but they've just got so many racks, and so much stuff to look through, and you end up going through like every single thing because you don't want to miss a little gem.
Yeah.
If you do come across it, because nothing's kind of like in order, brand wise, size wise, but brand wise, no. So you've got to physically look through every hanger and tag, to see what's to see what they've got.
I
Yeah,
do love Preloved, and I think even that grade C box that I got really wasn't bad. Like 30 quid I paid for that box.
that was a really good price.
Yeah.
It's not that at HQ, oh, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for grade C, like there was a couple of bits in it that are a bit unsellable really, but like all of, and I had quite a big like list today pile as well, so I thought I was gonna have to wash the whole box,
Mm.
but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I expected like every item in there I was gonna have to like proper try and get all the stains out and blah, but it wasn't. It was only about half the box.
Yeah. The ones what had got stains then, did you manage to get those stains out?
Some of them I have, yeah.
Yeah.
And it took a couple of washes using different stain removers, but some of them I have got out.
Yeah.
And there's on the Tommy one where there's just that one about the size of a 10p piece orange stain on the front. It's
Mm.
lifted slightly, but I just still can't quite get it out. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have to sell it with that stain on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
because I've done like 2 washes now, and I'm not doing any more.
Yeah.
There
Have
again.
you tried elbow grease?
No, someone else recommended that to me, and
Mm.
someone else also recommended Dr. Beckman stuff as well.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I used pink stuff and a bit of Vanish, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I do find it all depends on what stain it is. You know what's caused that stain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing, like, a
but
lot of the time you
oh
don't know, do you, what it is?
no,
It's just
no,
a mark.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I find elbow grease is pretty good.
Yeah,
But then I've also got a tub of Vanish crystals inside at washing machine as well. So I'll
yeah,
spray it. Spray the stain, rub it, leave it to do its thing for
yeah,
about 10 minutes. Whack it in the washer, then put some Vanish in. And yeah, 9 times out of 10 it does come out, but there's always that stubborn stain. What
yeah,
won't? Yeah,
yeah. And I think that's on this Tommy one as well. It's orange, so it could even have been like spaghetti bolognese once upon a time or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Could be,
it's
could be.
but yeah, it's not coming out that one.
Mm.
But I would still buy it again though, because the amount
Yeah,
of stuff that I had as a list today, and I had the
yeah,
brands in there. Like I had Carhartt, Ralph Lauren, Nike. Like I did have brands in there.
yeah.
It wasn't,
Fantastic.
and
Yeah,
it wasn't just a load of shit for 30 quid.
yeah.
So, yeah,
How much out of that bundle then would you say that you've sold?
I haven't actually sold any of it yet.
You know.
Most of it's on there. There's a couple of items I still need to put on because they were
Yeah,
on like the last wash that I did.
yeah.
But yeah, none of it's actually sold yet. But hopefully it will. It will. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But
Yeah, yeah.
but I had a lot of grey stuff though. Like everything I pulled out was like grey, like the colour grey.
All right, okay. I
So,
thought you meant I thought you meant it was supposed to be white, but it was grey.
no, like the colour of like the garment was grey.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't
Mm.
know whether that's part of it. It was just a lot of grey coloured jumpers.
Who knows? I don't know. Don't know.
Oh, Lainey as well. Hello, Lainey. On Lainey's channel, she does something called Banish Bin, and you basically like have to decide what you would like banish forever. Like for me, or like what really annoys you that you would banish. Say, like for example, people picking their noses in public.
Oh,
Like things like that. You have to just talk about like what
yeah.
really annoys you and you banish it and why. So George is doing it one week. I'm not sure when George is doing it. Oh, just when George is in actually. Hi George. So yeah, George is doing it one week, and I'm doing it another week as well. I'm not doing it for a little while yet. So I've
Mm.
got plenty of time to think about like what gives you the ick. basically. But,
yeah. Well, one thing that has sprung to mind is when I'm driving anywhere, and I pull up at traffic lights or whatever, and there's somebody behind me, and it's generally a fella, and he's sat there picking his nose while he's waiting at the traffic lights, and his finger is that far up his nose. But I can't stop looking through the mirror. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, oh God, stop! Just stop looking, Shaz. Just stop looking. And then obviously I look up and he's still got finger up. No, rolling it and flicking it. But it always seemed to be when we stop at traffic lights or stop at a junction, you know, they think, oh right, you know, I've got 2 minutes now to pick my nose. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah.
Oh, and Lainey's also sent Lindsay and Alvin a recipe. I don't know whether that's going to be for me and Lindsay to do. So we've decided to do another cooking show at some point.
Yeah.
So we've said to people, send us recipes that you'd like us to try, but they've got to not be really, really long. Like not really long recipes or things that have got a million ingredients or loads of expensive ingredients, you know, that kind of thing. It'll be kind of, you know, simple stuff and things that we're not going to end up spending like £1 million on ingredients for like, you know, one thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that recipe is for us or not, but we're going to kind of alternate it across channels, I think. So because we did the American gravy on mine. I think the next one will be on Lindsay's.
Yeah.
Or something like that we're going to do.
Yeah.
And Lindsay is also going to be doing the banish bin. And 6th of Feb for Job, 13th of Feb for Lindsay, and 20th of Feb for me. Anyone else fancy doing it, please let me know. So let Lainey know if you fancy doing the banish bin. I still need to think of stuff. Like, there's so much stuff that, you know, would piss me off.
What winds you up? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, quite an easily pissed off person, but I just can't think of anything. We are going to cook a recipe once a month on our live show and also alternate on Sophie's channel. Yeah. It's a great recipe for cheese straws. Oh, that'd be good.
Ooh, cheese straws.
They're
nice.
But yeah, we did have quite a lot of fun doing it, so we've decided to just do them, you know, like now and again, sort of thing.
It did look good fun, to be fair. Yeah, and it's something different, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It did look good fun. It's a shame about all the salt, but. Sorry, Lindsay.
Yeah. Portsmouth Council phoned. They wanted their salt back to grip the roads. And also with super chats, if anyone does feel able to drop me a super chat, please do, because you get to decide what happens with that money. So, for example, Adam once dropped me a £2 super chat, and I then had to do a £2 to £100 challenge. You could drop me, you know, £1 and say I want you to go out and find a really vintage item for £1 or whatever, and I'll make videos with it as well on your donation, basically. So do let me know, you know, if you do want to do a super chat, then do drop it below, and I will make a video telling me, you know, what I've got to do with it, basically. So do let me know if you want to do that. So yeah, we're just coming up for the hour now anyway, and Lindsay says, don't get salty Shaz. Salty Shaz. That could be like your darts name.
Lindsay.
That could be your darts name when we play darts.
Salty Shaz.
I think that's going to have to be your darts name now. Or like your pool name or something. Your pool hustling name, Salty Shaz.
Honestly, that's my ideal night. That just going to pub, having a few, you know, goes on pool, darts. I used to be in a darts team, actually.
Were you?
Yeah, I'm no good. Don't don't get me wrong. But yeah, I used to play for a pub team. Yeah,
Oh, did you?
yeah. But unfortunately, with COVID, and went pub to shut, that kind of like fizzled out. And the people who organised it before, because it was like a local league, with all the pubs, and they never picked back up on it, and yeah, so it never restarted.
Yeah.
But and all the time I've been playing in the pub matches, never ever got a 180. In lockdown, we've got a dartboard up in garage.
Yeah.
And in lockdown, on one evening, I got 280s. Yeah. 280s. Couldn't believe it. But I never got it all the time. I was playing darts for about 4 years, in the pub league. Never got one.
Brilliant. I get better at pool the more I have to drink. I get better at pool.
I do. Yeah, exactly the same.
I think it's the angles, isn't it? You start going a bit like,
yeah,
like, yay.
I like playing killer pool as well.
Yeah.
Chuck a quid in, get a load of people. Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, it is fun. We will be making Toad in the Hole, and Donna is going to join us too, I think. Where is that Coventry girl anyway? She said she was going to be here tonight, but she's not. So she'll have to watch it back. But yeah, Toad in the Hole is one of my favourite dinners, actually. So I'm looking forward to that one. I do make a mean Toad in the Hole. Give the Banish bin a shout out on Saturday, Laney, if you want to see if anyone wants to do it. Oh, Lynn's going to do it on Saturday on her show. Cool. Well, we're at the bottom of the chat now, and it's been about an hour, so we'll start signing off. Thanks so much for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. And we will catch you all next week. See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.